My dear students, I welcome you to today's lecture and I hope that you're all well. If you did not subscribe my channel, please subscribe it and press the bell icon button as well so that you may get the notification of newly uploaded videos in time. Today I am doing the chapter number 7, class 10 science, introduction to trigonometry. And yesterday we proved some identities. I'm just writing the identities here so that we can use them in the formula. The first one we use is sine square x or sine square theta plus cosine square theta equals to 1. Then we have 1 plus cotangent square theta equals to cosecant square theta, and we have tangent square theta plus 1 equals to secant square theta, and 1 we have sine theta over cosine theta equals to tangent theta. Right, we use these identities to solve exercise 7.4. And remind you that a question must come from this exercise, either short or long. And I try to do the maximum questions of this exercise, right? So from question 1 to 6, simplify. From question number 1 to 6, just to simplify. Right, so this question may come in MCQs or short questions. Okay, the question number 1 is sine square x divided by cosine square x. We can write it. These are only 1 line, 2 line questions. Sine x over cosine x. Here, okay. And we know that sine x over cosine x or sine theta over cosine theta is equal to tangent theta. So this is tangent theta square, or the answer is tangent square theta. This is the simplified form. Number 2. Tangent x sine x secant x. So tangent x, sine x, and secant x. Secant x. Right. So we may write secant x is because secant x equals to 1 over cosine x. Okay. We just place it like that. Okay? So it is tangent x sine x and 1 over cosine x. So now we may write it as tangent x sine x over cosine x. Or we may write it as tangent x tangent x. Now we know that sine x over cosine x is equal to the tangent x. So this would be tangent square x. Right? So this is the question number 2. And I hope you understand it well. And if you have any problem or any difficulty to understand, please contact me on the WhatsApp number given on the thumbnail of every video. So because I'm just writing this sine x over cosine x equals to tangent x. This is number 2 question. Now come to question number 3. Right. Question number 3 is tangent x over cosine x. So tangent x divided by cosine. Right. This question is tangent x over secant x. Right. So now, because I'm just writing two formulas, tangent x equals to sine x over cosine x, and secant x equals to 1 over cosine x. Okay. So I write it, tangent x is sine x over cosine x divided by secant x. So secant x is 1 over cosine x equals to sine x over cosine x divided by 1 over cosine x, which is equals to sine x over cosine x multiplied by cosine x over 1. This cosine x got cancelled with this, and we left with sine x only. So this is our final answer, and I hope you understand it well. The next number 4 is what is the value of 1 minus cosine square x? There are 2 or 3 methods to do this question as well. Because 1 equals to sine square x plus cosine square x. Put this value of 1 here. So sine square x plus cosine square x, this is the value of 1, and minus cosine square x as it is. This cosine square x and cosine square x got cancelled, and we left with the answer sine square x. Question number 5 now. Now secant square x minus 1. Secant square x minus 1. There are also 2 or 3 methods to do this question. We know from here, secant square x equals to 1 plus tangent square x. Right, just substitute the value of secant square x. It is equals to 1 plus tangent square x and minus 1 as it is. This minus 1 got cancelled with this one, and we left with tangent square x. Right, and the last question, not the least, 6, sine square x cotangent square x. So sine square x times cotangent square x. Okay, so now we know that tangent equals to sine over cosine, so cotangent equals to cosine over sine. So this is equals to sine square x. Cotangent's value is cosine square x divided by sine square x. And we have the answer, cancelling sine square x with the sine square x. We left with only cosine square x. Right, which is our final answer. And this finishes our first 6 questions, and 6th question is verified. So verify. Right, the number one is 1 plus question number 7. Verify 1 plus cosine theta, 1 plus sine theta into 1 minus sine theta equals to cosine square theta, right? We take left hand side. Left hand side is 1 plus sine theta times 1 minus sine theta. So using a plus b into a minus b, a plus b times b minus a minus b equals to a square minus b square. So using this, we have the left hand side is 1 square and minus sine square theta. Right, so it is 1 minus sine square theta, which is cosine square theta, which is cosine square theta, which is equals to right hand side. So left hand side equals to right hand side. Right, so it is verified. Come to question number 8. Sine theta plus cosine theta divided by cosine theta. Sine theta plus cosine theta divided by cosine theta equals to 1 plus tangent theta, right? So just taking the left hand side first, which is sine theta plus cosine theta divided by cosine theta. Right. We can divide this cosine theta to both sine theta and cosine theta. So we may write it, this is a simple algebraic style, sine theta divided by cosine theta and plus cosine theta divided by cosine theta. Right, so sine theta over cosine theta is tangent theta, and this got cancelled with this, we get 1, or we may write it 1 plus tangent square, tangent theta, which is equals to our right hand side. The left hand side equals to right hand side. So because we have to verify this, so we'll add the word it is verified. Verified. Okay. This finishes our today's lesson, and I hope that you understand it well. If there are some doubts, you may ask me on the WhatsApp number given on the thumbnail of every video. And if you have some suggestions, you may ask these suggestions on the same number by texting me. Thank you very much for joining me, and please like and share all the videos and tell the others to subscribe it and to watch the videos. Please comment on the videos so that I can improve the quality of the videos. So thank you very much for subscribing my channel. Thank you very much for watching my videos and sharing them. थैंक यू वेरी मच। अल्लाह आपका हामी और नासिर हो।